Permissions are granted to IAM entities, including IAM users, federated users, groups, and roles. To give entities permissions, you can attach a policy. A policy consists of one or more statements, each of which describes one set of permissions. Version: specify the version of the policy language that you want to use. SID is optional and specifies the statement ID to differentiate between your statements. Effect: specify whether to allow or deny access. Because access is denied by default, you typically write policies where the effect is to allow. Principal specifies the IAM entity that is allowed or denied access to a resource. Action includes a list of actions that you allow or deny. And here are some action examples for S3 service. Resources: specify which AWS resources you allow the action on. Conditions: specify which conditions must be present for the policy to take effect. For example, you might allow access only to the specific S3 buckets if the user is connecting from a specific IP range or has used multi-factor authentication at login. You create policies by using either the visual editor or JSON. The visual editor guides you through granting permissions by using IAM policies without having to write the JSON syntax. You simply choose the service, actions, resources, and request conditions to generate your policy. You can still author and edit policies in JSON, if preferred. The following policy example was created with the visual editor. This policy is for Amazon S3 service. It grants 4 list actions and 1 read action to the S3 bucket and objects. In sample bucket, if the prefix starts with my prefix. To make it simpler to choose with AWS services actions, they are categorized in these access levels: list, read, tagging, write, and permissions management. If you use the AWS Management Console to manage permissions, you can view policy summaries. A policy summary lists the access level, resources, and conditions for each service defined in a policy.